Hello, my fans, sneak peepers, and curious friends. I'm difficult and demanding. If you want to know my real name, then hold still, and I might bring your wish to fruition. Before I begin, you can find this show in iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Blueberry, Google Play Music, TuneIn, YouTube, and Stitcher. Now, unlike the other people in your life, I actually care about what you think, what you don't think, and what you try not to think about. Welcome to the Difficult and Demanding Show. I'm real, uncensored, unconventional, and shoot straight between the eyes. My show is outrageously honest with a keenly witty view into life. Yes, I said life. That's what we do every single day. We are living life. Well, some of us at least. I'm going to provide laughter, shock, while touching your inner being. Maybe your body if you're lucky. Why do I call myself difficult and demanding? Well, first, because I can. 2, because I'm not supposed to. 3, this is the most important point. It only means something if I give life to it. So, I'm going to slowly unveil you to you and give you a new life to live. Difficult and demanding is going to liberate every part of your being and maybe your body. I, your host Tara, am keeping it authentic, intriguing, and provocative. If you have entered my world, then be honest with yourself about it. You want to be here, and you know I want you here. So today I want to talk about people who are in relationships that are on and off, on and off. And this whole situation, it perplexes me. I cannot understand it for the life of me. You're together. Now you're not. Now you're together. And now you're not. Now, you know, I like to ask the question, why? Why go through this merry-go-round of being with someone, then not being with someone and not being with someone? And you would say, difficult and demanding, it's apparent. When we're together, that means we're getting along, things are going well. And when we break up, that means things are not going very well. We are having fights. Things are just too complicated. And I get that. It's two opposite ends of the spectrum. It's a dichotomy. But why would you continually put yourself through this extreme mental emotional torment? That's what it is. And I'm led to believe that it's a high. It's an adrenaline, an emotional high. When you're together and everything is brand new, then you love the way that feels. It releases endorphins in your body that makes you feel good. But then you have the flip side of the coin. And on the flip side of the coin, it's the opposite, emotions. But it's releasing very similar hormones in your body. It's giving you a rush that you can't get anyplace else. Now, I like to put myself into other people's shoes to help me get a better understanding of why someone would do that. So I'm thinking, okay, difficult and demanding. You're in a relationship. You're together. And now you're not. First of all, I can't do that. Either I'm with you or I'm not with you. It's not on, off, in, out. Either you're motherfucking in or you're goddamn out. You understand? Either you're in or you're out. I don't go back and forth. If I choose to be with you, then I'm with you. If I choose not to be with you, then you better believe I'm fucking not with you. And I will never be fucking with you again. Do you understand? There is nothing anyone can say or do. There's not any amount of fucking time that can go by. You can't change your fucking haircut. You can't change your cologne. You can't lose weight, gain weight, get lighter, darker, fatter, skinnier, shorter, taller. That's not a motherfucking thing you can do to get back with me when I'm done with you. So like I said, either I'm with you or I'm not with you. Now, if I'm not with you, I'm pretty sure there's a good reason why I chose to separate myself from you. So I'm thinking, if I chose to say, bitch, please, bitch, be gone, which means difficult and demanding has just dumped your ass, why would I go back to you? You see, I say what I mean, and I mean what the fuck I say. There's no question. There's no doubts. There's no uncertainty. If I make a decision, it's like it's set in stone. It's set in stone. It's like the fucking 10 Commandments. So why would a person break up and get back together? Break up and get back together. What do you think is going to change? They're going to understand that you mean business? What is it that you or the other person is supposed to understand when you separate? Absent space makes the heart grow fonder? I'm led to believe that you really don't care about each other. It's something else that you're chasing. Why would I get back together with someone that clearly we don't vibe? We don't vibe in a way that's balanced and conducive to building a life or having a life together. So why would I waste my time, energy, and effort going back with this person who probably doesn't understand me, probably will never understand me? Maybe the person's not growing mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Maybe their bank account's not growing. Clearly, there's something that's fundamentally wrong. So why go back? Why go back? You think you can take a spray bottle and a cloth and you can wipe all that shit that used to exist away? What do you actually think is going to happen? The person said they change. You believe they change. You believe they're going to change. You have a hope, a wish, a fucking prayer. What is it that we're believing? Actually, I think we're deceiving ourselves. We're lying to ourselves. I don't know what we're trying to get at. But what I do know is you're chasing a high. I'm not talking about drugs or alcohol. I'm talking about something of in your brain. You like the newness. Things when they're new, it feels good. It feels good, doesn't it? You start all over. You're in love. Things feel great. People are going the extra mile. They're not showing their true selves. They're just catering and catering and catering to you. And once that catering and all that shit stops, then that's when the thrill is gone, right? The thrill is gone. But you say you want love. You say you want a relationship. I don't think you do. I think it's the chase. The chase. Possibly, I had you. Now I don't have you. But shit, if I don't have you, someone else can get you. And I don't want anyone else to have you. I want you to my fucking self so I can fuck your happiness. So what do? You start to scout. You start to scheme. Accidentally bump into each other. All that stupid ass shit. To see, is there still an attraction? Can I still get that person? Do they still fiend for me? They want me to desire me? Yeah, you're fucking ego tripping. You're ego tripping. Because if I, difficult and demanding, told you, piss off, get the fuck out of my life, I don't want to see your fucking face, and I don't even want to test to see if you want me again. It doesn't even matter. It's a moot fucking point. It's dead. R.I.P. It's gone. I don't need to ego trip whether you want me or not. Let me see. Let me test the waters. No, that's fucking manipulation. That's games. I don't play manipulation. I don't do manipulation, and I don't do fucking games. I just don't do the shit. I make the rules. I make the fucking game. And when I decide the game is fucking over, the game is fucking over, and it's time to switch a player. That's how I roll. But all of us, we're different. We're meant to be different. So I'm trying to get behind the psychology, because I'm sure your friends and family are also trying to figure out the same fucking thing, like what's going through your mind. And I think you're power tripping, you're ego tripping. You want the person, but you don't want the person, but you don't want anybody else to have that fucking person. You like how it feels in the beginning, how it's new. But all that shit, the high, the feelings, it wanes, it subsides. And then you start getting unsettled, irritated, bothersome. And then the bitching, moaning, complaining, fighting starts. The bitching, moaning, complaining, fighting starts. It's a cycle. But you act like you're some tortured fucking broken heart soul. When the fact is, you want that shit. You want it. You go get it. And when you get it, you want to toss it away. You act like you toss it away. But it's just a fucking game. So you're roping in your friends and your family to your fucking personal soap opera drama about how horrible this person is. But yet you're back with them 1 day, 1 week, 1 month later. Like magically, like I said before, the slate is clean. But let me ask you this. How is the slate going to be clean when you haven't cleaned your half of the fucking slate? What do I mean? What have you changed about yourself? If you keep doing the same fucking tricks like a goddamn magic show, why do you think you're going to get a different result? You're bringing the same bullshit to the table that you brought the last time you people were together, and you magically think something is different. We give these false promises and hopes about how things should be, how things could be, how things will be, but nothing ever changes. Tell me what changes. What have you really learned? You learned it hurts, and then you learn it feels fucking good. Then you learn it hurts, and then you learn it feels fucking good. The makeup sex, the breakup sex. If something makes you feel that fucking bad, I firmly believe you move the fuck on. If I put my hand in the goddamn fire and it burns me, am I going to put that fucking same hand back in the fire? No, unless something is psychologically wrong with me, you would not expect me to do that. You would expect me to have a bit of fucking common sense, not to put my hand in that fire again. And if I had some form of intelligence, I wouldn't stick my whole hand. Maybe I'll stick a fucking pinky, but I wouldn't stick my whole hand in the fire. So if you keep sticking your hand in the same fucking fire, getting burned over and over again, you have to tell me. What do you fucking expect? What do you expect? A fucking genie in a bottle? What do you want, Cupid to come clean up your fucking shit? What is it that you expect? You want part of the package, but you don't want the whole package. How are you going to fucking carve up another person like a goddamn turkey on Thanksgiving? You can't do that. They come complete. They come whole. And if you like their good, and their good does not outweigh the bad, then that's the package you're working with. And I don't understand why we don't think that shit, maybe there's something better. I can get better than this. But we keep going back. We keep going back. We keep going back. You got people walking past you, driving past you every fucking moment of every goddamn day. Yet you're fixated on this one person. Why? They gave you your first orgasm? What? They gave you their first blowjob? Tell me exactly what it is that you can't seem to let go of someone that you really truly don't want to be with. What is it? And what is the fear of being alone and exploring? On again, off again, on again, off again. I have to tell you guys the truth. I've never done that shit in my life. Never. If I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm with you, let's work through the shit. But if I'm getting ready to leave you and all of a sudden then you have an epiphany, oh shit, let me get myself together. I'm going to tell you, thank you, fuck you, next. Do you understand? You're not going to waste any more of my goddamn time. Because if you can't fix it when I'm with you, if you don't care enough about me, you, us to fix the shit when we are together, why in fucking hell would I give you any more of my life force, my energy? We fall for that shit. All of a sudden when you have every part of your body out the door and you're getting ready to take that last foot off over the threshold, then all of a sudden someone says, no. Let's work it out. We have so much history. Let's fix this. We can do this. Don't give up on our love. Fuck your love. Fuck your love. Did I mention fuck your love? Love does not hurt. Love is about growth, support, enhancing one another. If you only love me when I'm walking out the fucking door, what am I going to do with that shit? So basically, I have to be 3/4 of my body out of the door to get you to act like you have some sound sense. I can't fuck with that. How do you build a foundation on that? How do you feel safe and secure to have a future with a person like that? Because it's clear they don't care about you. And if they don't care about you, I can tell you for sure they don't give a fuck about themselves. They don't give a fuck about themselves. Because if someone actually cared about themselves, first, they would tell your ass goodbye. They wouldn't be wasting their time with you. They would be getting themselves together, getting their lives straight, their mind, body, heart, and soul. They would get all that shit together. And they would realize, I'm wasting your time, and you're definitely wasting my time. Have a fucking nice life. Simple. Very, very simple. But neither one of you want to do the work. Neither one of you want to grow. You expect shit, and you get worse than shit. And you keep coming back to fucking bathe yourself in bullshit. Why? And why do we entertain these people going back and forth? I know one person. She bitches, moans, and complains about the person in her life. Doesn't spend enough time, is not thoughtful, does not listen to me, is not present, yada, 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 yada. She has spent fucking 15, 18 years with this son of a bitch. And basically, where have they gone? Where have they progressed? Nothing. They're both chasing each other's tails and sniffing and licking each other's fucking assholes. That's exactly what I said because you heard me. Why? Your life is passing you the fuck by. You're going nowhere fast. And you're confused. How are you confused? I'm not confused. If he was a fucking loser 5, 10, 15 years ago, what the fuck do you think is going to change now? There's not any lecturing, moaning, arguing, fighting. There's nothing you can do to change someone's fucking character or spirit. So if they have done you the favor of showing you who the hell they are, why question that? Why doubt it? Take it for what it is. But no, we believe we can help. We can pull someone up from their bootstraps. We break up enough times, this person will see how much I mean to them. Oh, guys, come on. Why are we so scared? Why are you scared of being alone? I would rather be alone than deal with the bullshit of another motherfucker and have them cause me unnecessary strife and grief. Yes, I'm looking at the scales here. Alone, peace. Bullshit, relationship. No. I'd rather be by myself. Because it's not worth it. Weighing yourself down with this bullshit, it eats, it tears away, it siphons off your life force, your energy. And when you deal with this long enough, you basically become very unattractive. You become what you're in. Yes, who you are as a person actually alters. If you are in tumultuous, chaotic, negative type of unstable type of situations, relationships with another person, you spend enough time there that alters your essence. It alters your magnetism. It alters your attractiveness. You get this fucking stench on you. So even if you tried to move the fuck on, you cannot. Because what you're going to do is you're going to attract the same fucking thing. Because if you sit and trash, hot, funky, filthy fucking trash, day in and day out for years, you're going to smell like trash. You're going to feel like trash. And frankly, you will become that fucking trash. Which is why I tell people to take the fucking trash out. You take the fucking trash out. If you don't want it, and you don't like it, and you don't need it, why keep going back to it? Why keep going back to it? There's not enough money in the motherfucking world that you can give me to go back and be with any person that I am no longer with. There's not a fucking thing you can do. Fuck the memories. Fuck everything. It's dead and gone to me. Because when I had it, and when you had it, it wasn't going anywhere. So why am I going to be crying over spilled milk about some shit that's over? When it was good, it was good. Now it's not. And it's out. It's how crystal clear can I be for you guys? We're hung up on the wrong things. We hold on to things that we should let go. We should let go. And we should be running after the things that are good for us. But fear, insecurities, doubts, beliefs, gossip, whatever your hang-ups are, it keeps you on this fucking hamster wheel of misery. on and off, on, off, in, out. It doesn't work for me. And I actually believe it doesn't work for any of you. But on some level, you don't know any better. Maybe it's the sex, maybe it's the kissing, maybe it's the food, maybe it's the quantity of years. I don't know. But I've told you before, if you found one, you'll find another one. All you have to do is to make sure that you are the best version of yourself. Because if you were the best version of yourself, you wouldn't be dealing with this bullshit. You will see it for what it is, see it for what it was, call a spade, and you will move on with your goddamn life. We wonder why we feel suffocated, stifled. We wonder why we feel like life is passing us the fuck by. We wonder why opportunities are not coming at our doorstep because you're fucking around with bullshit. When you act unworthy and you make dishonoring decisions for yourself, what do you think you're projecting out in the world? Can you connect the dots? You're not projecting positivity. You're not projecting that you are ready for something more. You are projecting that you are, moving backwards, digressing, and, you don't want life. You don't desire to live a full life. There is nothing that special about this person that will cause you to basically write the rest of your fucking happiness off while you're alive on this earth. Was that too morbid? Good. I'm going to say it again. If you are miserable and you are in a relationship that's on, off, there is nothing so special about that person that is worth you writing the rest of your happiness and fulfillment away for the rest of your goddamn life. Nothing is worth it. Now, if they're making you feel like angels are singing and the fucking birds are tweeting and, the sun is shining on your life, awesome. You've reached heaven on earth. But if you're living in a fucking hell with someone that's on, off, I'm telling you, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Everyone is looking at you like you're fucking crazy. Somewhere inside you, you're also looking at you like you're crazy, but you can't stop yourself. Why? Because you had this hope and dream of what your life, your relationship was going to be like with this person. And you'll be damned if you let that fucking dream go. What? You had the kids, the car, you had the great business, whatever it is that you imagined that you would have with this person. Every time you get together, your dreams are fucking shattered. And you're despondent and you're forlorn. And you're crushed. So you break up. But then you start imagining all those wonderful things that you had and you imagine with this person. So you figure, I'm going to try again. You don't have to let the dream go. But what you do need to do is change the fucking person that you have in your goddamn dreams. Do you understand? We all think that just because we don't have a relationship with a particular person, that our hopes and dreams, they get pissed away. I'm telling you, no. You just change the fucking person you have in your dreams. And until you find that person, you pinpoint that person, you know what you do? You put an imaginary person there. You keep a blank space open for the right person to arrive. You don't have to give your life away. You don't have to give your dreams away to a fucking faulty relationship that was never meant to be because you have dreams. You are your dreams. You get to decide what your dreams are. And you also get to decide who the fuck is a part of your dreams. Do you understand? And if someone that you had put inside your dreams ceases to act like they belong in your fucking life, you remove them, you keep a blank space, an opening, like a fucking job opening, and you put that shit out to the universe so they can send you someone who rightfully belongs there. What do you think about that? Never thought about it that way? I'm sure you haven't. We think that when a person needs to leave our life, that everything goes with it. No, you still exist. You are somebody. You are actually important. You matter. Your dreams matter. You just have to change a fucking puzzle piece because that puzzle piece that's in your life is toxic. It's hindering you. It's creating obstacles and unnecessary blockages in your life. What do you think about that? If your toilet is fucking clogged, you call a plumber and you clear that fucking blockage out, right? You don't act like your fucking life is over because the toilet is clogged. No, you realize if I clear the blockage, the toilet will fucking work. Same thing goes with the sink. I'm saying if things are not going well in your romantic life, remove the blockage, but keep the dream. Matter of fact, enhance the dream. Make it Dream 2.0. You can still have all your wishes and hopes and all those things. You can still have it. You just need to change the fucking person you're dealing with. What do you think about that? All is not lost. But what needs to get lost is that motherfucker you're messing with because you're wasting your goddamn time. I sit here and I sit back in my brain. I wonder. Actually, I do remember a time. You know, one of my exes came back. Stupid ass fucker sent me a half a dozen of roses and a note. Half dozen roses, half dozen red roses. You want to get back with me. And your cheap, broke down ass can't even send a full dozen of roses? You send me a half dozen of roses? You got to go. Matter of fact, you're already gone. You can't even come back. Your ass has been dead. You're dead. It's gone. You can't go backwards, people. You have to move ahead. You have to move ahead. Otherwise, you become stagnant. You know what stagnant means? When you have stagnant water, it becomes murky and stink, and it has a stench, and it's just not good. Water stays fresh because it's moving. It's progressing, and the direction is right for it. And we all must understand that we must do the same. Now, I know you have some people where you want to break up with them, and they just can't let you go. They keep popping the fuck back up. They know what to say. They know what to do to wear you the fuck down. But frankly, they shouldn't be able to wear you down. Because if you actually have grown and evolved, then you would know their tricks. But it's weird. We keep getting roped in by these people doing the same shit that you know in your head it's another trick and the person hasn't changed. Yet we let them rope us in. Why would you let someone rope you in with the same shit? Gifts, money, trips. If the relationship is not working and it has not worked, how does a trip make anything different? How does a gift make anything different? How does paying you attention for 14 fucking days makes a difference? If you know this person's pattern, that means they know your pattern. And the only thing things are going to change is if you change your pattern. Otherwise, they're going to keep doing what they're doing because you let them. You really want to wipe the slate clean? Then you got to destroy every motherfucking thing and get it out of your sight and set yourself free. You keep holding on to something that should have been dead and gone, and you're just going to be on a hamster wheel roller coaster ride for a very, very long time. And I don't know about y'all. Some of you people, your hotness factor, how hot you are to attract another person, that's diminishing at a rapid pace. Some people, it's slower. Some people, it's faster. So if you only have a number of years of where you look good, you look hot, and you can get the cream of the crop, I would say stop wasting your fucking time and use all your assets, not your assets, your assets, okay? And use it to go after what you want. Time waits for no man, and life waits for no man. Life is not going to wait for you while you're fucking around with a goddamn loser in a losing situation. So if you have all these gifts and things you have to give and you can't give to someone's much better, stop fucking with the loser and go find a fucking winner. Isn't it simple? Stop wasting your time on a losing situation, on a losing relationship, on heart, pain, discord. Stop wasting your time and go trailblaze. Go hunt for gold. You never know what you're going to find, but you're not going to find shit unless you go looking. And you can't go look if you keep looking back. You may have a lot of exes and they may be jumping out the fucking bushes trying to distract you. But a man or a woman on a real mission, on a true mission to have a better life, you have horse blinders on. You don't see these motherfuckers at all. They may pop in front of your face. You punch them in the goddamn face and you move them out of your goddamn direction. Just move them out the way. Clear out the trash. You're always going to have obstacles, hindrances, and delays trying to detract you from where you're trying to be. And what your job is, horse blinders and plow full steam ahead. if you pause to listen to one of these fucking fools that you had a relationship with, you're saying, I've learned shit. I have a lot more pain to go through. So keep bringing me some more of these fucking losers. Life doesn't change until you inherently, fundamentally change within your core. And then you have some goddamn conviction behind that shit. Believe in yourself. Believe. You know, I don't know where I'm going. And I don't know what I want. But let me tell you something. If you don't know where you're going and you don't know what you want, all you need to know is what you do not want. Do you understand? You don't need to know where you're going. You don't need to know who you're going to be with. You don't need to know how you're going to fucking get there. All you need to know is I don't like this, 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 and this. Because if you know what you don't like, you can avoid a lot of goddamn bullshit. Yes, a lot of people, we stay the fuck still. We're scared to move because we figure we can't move unless we know what we want. And sometimes knowing what you want is a journey that develops over time. So instead of wasting your time trying to figure out what you want, you have to experience life to be able to discern that. And unless you're moving forward in life, you will never get the wisdom, the expertise, and experience to figure out what's good or what's not good for you. So this is how I look at things. I may not know what I want, but I definitely know what the fuck I do not want. Do you understand? And because I know what the fuck I do not want, I know how to avoid certain things. And then once I know how to avoid and stay away from the things I do not want, it clears the path. It clears the way for me to experience other things in life. And when I experience them, I can say, I like this, or shit, I don't like this either. You got to go. That's how you move people. What do you think about that? Never thought about it that way. I know. So stop letting your life pass you the fuck by. Stop going back into relationships that clearly does not work for you. Look at that relationship saying, this worked, but this, oh, this, and this doesn't work for me. But these three things worked. So you take those three things that worked and you find another motherfucker. Do you understand? You find another motherfucker that has those characteristics that you like, but you make sure that new person does not have the characteristics that you dislike. And that's how you move up in the fucking game. That's how you make moves in the world. You have a pro and a con list for yourself. And each person you deal with, they can help you learn about some more cons, or they can help you learn about some more pros. But stop staying with those fucking losers that you're with, because you will never have the opportunity to blossom, to grow, to experience, to expand. You can't experience and expand until you have a journey, and you have to be moving on your fucking journey, moving ahead, not moving backwards, moving ahead. We make the mistakes of moving backwards or not moving at fucking all. I'm telling you, take difficult and demanding foot, put it up your own ass, and turbo boost forward. You only need to know what you do not want to move forward. And then as you have an open mind and open heart, you're open to the world, then you experience more. And you will learn more about what you need, what you want. And you will also learn more about what you do not need and what you do not want. And that is how you gain wisdom, awareness, and you can practice major fucking discernment. You will also get the faith, the courage, and the confidence to cut fucking losers. Pumpkins go. Yes, I call people fucking pumpkins. A lot of people like to pretend like they're more than what they fucking are, and they're not. Stop fucking with pumpkins and find a goddamn carriage. Do you understand? That's from the Cinderella story for those who have not listened to my prior episode. We mess with people who are pumpkins, and these pumpkins pretend to be fucking carriages. But you know what happens at midnight, right? The carriage turns back into a pumpkin, because a pumpkin was never meant to be a fucking carriage. And we need to learn to get some self-worth, some self-esteem, and make self-loving and honoring decisions so we can get the carriage that's rightfully ours. Do you understand? Move forward. Stop moving backwards. Stop moving in fucking circles. And stop not moving at all. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Until the next time. Are you disappointed this has come to an end? Well, it doesn't have to. Reach out and follow me on Instagram at Difficult and Demanding, and let me know what you think about this episode and my show. Episode 128 will be in the week of February 1st, 2021 from Difficult and Demanding.